So if you recently got an R6 and are looking for some accessories to pair with it, I have a few that I can recommend after owning this thing just over 3 months now. So without further ado, let's check out what accessories we got. So first up, let's talk about a lens adapter. If you've come from the DSLR world, you probably have a decent amount of the EF or even the L series glass, whether it be like a 50 mil, the 24 to 70s. And actually that's where I came from. I actually had the 5D Mark IV before the R6, and before the 5D, I had the Rebel SL2. And as much as I love the RF glass that comes with the R series cameras, they're really expensive. So while I am saving up for those RF lenses, I decided to buy myself an adapter so I can still use some of my older lenses in this newer model. When you get the adapter, it comes in this little pouch and it's just a little stock thing. You basically attach it on and you can attach either an EF or an EFS lens onto the R6. Just something to note is that if you do use an EFS lens, it's going to crop in a bit because it's meant for an APS-C sensor, which is a crop sensor, right? So it's a little bit smaller, so it doesn't quite fit this full frame. But ultimately, I don't really notice that big of a difference. So if you're looking for a cheap solution for lens adapters, I highly recommend this one. This is the stock version, or like the one without the focus ring. So this is $100 and you have all your old lenses adaptable to your new camera. So highly recommend it. All right, and number two, getting an actual screen protector. We have these for our phones. I'm pretty sure most people are aware, even for your watch screens. However, I don't really see that many people do this for their cameras. You see on the back of the R6, we do have an articulating screen with a touch screen, which is LCD. And all I remember thinking was, do they have protectors, screen protectors? And luckily enough, they do on Amazon. I found a bunch of different options. This is the option I got. This is like $10 and you get a 3-pack. So if one does get damaged, you have 2 extra backups. And I'm finding that this is actually a really cool option. Like I said, it protects it, it keeps it clean, it keeps your camera in pristine condition. So if you can do that, why not? Next up, we have the strap. So this is actually from, I believe, Peak Design, which is an amazing strap, by the way. This is why my Canon R6 has these little flaps on them. These are the little nodules that actually clamp on to the strap, which I'll show you right now. So with these straps, you have these little hooks and you simply attach them to the knobs. They snap right in and they lock in secure. And the great thing about these straps is a few things, really. Number one, they're extremely comfortable. Compared to the stock Canon straps, the old straps are really uncomfortable. They're really rough on your skin. It can really wear on you. These, on the other hand, are much breathable. There's grip side and a smooth side. And it's really easy to adjust compared to the Canon straps, which can be a little weird with that little strap that you have to move up and down. This one is a simple clamp system that you pull and you can extend or decrease the length easily. The other great thing about these straps is, as you saw, it's very easy to take on and off. All I gotta do is pop in, unlock these little hooks, and it comes on and off real easy. Whereas with the Canon straps, you have to do a whole mess of untying the little pattern that they have into their straps, which is annoying and frustrating if you're trying to just go quickly between handheld and tripod or gimbal. Last but not least, these straps can actually be arranged differently. So you can attach these little hooks either to the side of the camera, which is pretty traditional. So you can have it as a strap around your shoulder or the waist. Otherwise, you can actually add it to the bottom here, which is not this little clamp, but there's actually a clamp that comes with it, which I can show you here. It's like this little L mount that you put at the bottom of your camera. And that's for whether you have like a longer lens, say the 70 to 200. They're really long and it's really front heavy. So you can put at the bottom and the side here, and it'll sit more naturally on your body or chest. So you're not so uncomfortable with the way it's pulling on you. It is expensive. I think this strap is like $60, but it's an investment. And we actually had it for the 5D Mark IV. And I just simply moved it on to my R6 because that is my A cam these days. All right, and back onto the topic of hygiene, I highly recommend just getting a bunch of lens cloths. I buy a bunch all the time because I'm so bad and I lose them. The specific brand I get is like Magic Fiber or something. I find that those lens cloths are really good. They don't need any solution, but if you do have a solution like an optical lens solution, it's perfectly fine to use those cloths as well. You really want to be taking care of your lenses. That's where most of the value comes from. Bodies come and go as they update them every few years, but lenses, they kind of release on a much longer lifespan. So if you buy an expensive glass but don't take care of it or you scratch it, it's a real loss there. So you really want to take care of it, keep it dust free, clean the screens. I like to also clean the lens screen here because, you know, when you start touching it, you get little thumbprints and stuff. Not really my thing, so just a simple wipe. Make sure everything's clean. You can get a pack of these magic fiber ones for like 12 bucks. It's like 10 pack or something like that. By the way, everything will be linked in the description down below if you wanted to get these products yourself. All right, and last but not least, microphones. So microphone solutions can come either with an onboard mic like this, which is like you think is the Rode Go. And then we have the Rode Go 2s or Mic Go 2s, which I'm actually currently using right here, which is a wireless solution. So I can actually step further away from the camera without losing audio quality. So this one I think is like 80 bucks, maybe $100. The wireless lav mics, I think they go depending on if you get the single or the double pack. Double pack's probably like 300, the single's probably like 150. But either way, they're really useful for capturing audio because sadly, as good as these cameras are, they're not really meant to record audio. They have internal microphones, which automatically makes them kind of sound funny because they're coming from inside the body. So you really want to invest in an external mic solution. So I would say get a shotgun mic like this. If you're gonna be close to the camera doing talking head style content like this would even work. Make sure the camera is, you know, a few feet away from you so that this is doing the best job it can. Otherwise, I do find that the lav mic is my favorite solution just because it frees me up from having any range limitations from the camera. So I can literally walk 30 feet, 100 feet, have much more flexibility when you use a wireless lav like this. And the great thing about these two is that they do record backup audio. So there's a local file on this mic and I'm actually transmitting it to the camera. So I have one file here and one baked into the video as well. So if something were to happen where they lose connection, I do have the backup file here, so I'm not running into any problems there when it comes to losing audio. So there you have it. Those are a few of the accessories I really enjoy and that I feel are really worthwhile when you have the Canon R6 or any of their other mirrorless options. Some of these aren't specific to the R6, as you can tell. If you do get a screen protector, you know, make sure it's the right screen protector for your model because the LCD size screen differs. But microphone, it really is just about using tools that will help complement your content and boost the quality of it. Strap, once again, as well, is just useful for comfort, and you can use this on any camera once again, so highly recommend that. And the lens adapter, like I said, is just a cheaper option until you can afford those RF lenses. But if you can afford the RF lens, I say just go for it because once again, they're an investment. They're gonna retain their value more than the body. So it's just something that you're gonna have to gauge based on whether you have a bunch of old glass that's worth using still. Otherwise, just update your lens collection into the RF lenses. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. It does help me out a lot. And if you have any questions or thoughts, leave them down below in the comment section. I do enjoy reading them and I do answer questions if you have any there. I'm excited to do more with the R6, so keep an eye out for those. So until next time, peace.